Gonna share with you the time Archangel Metatron tried to take me out. If you've been following me for a while, you know I've shared things like Archangel Michael appearing, having visitations from the soul of Jesus, Shiva, having out of body experiences, all this kind of stuff. This is an experience I don't really talk about that much because, even I have my limits when it comes to weirdness, and to me, this is one of the stranger experiences I've ever had. But in 2020, 2021, I was at an all time low. In 2014, I tried to exit this reality, and Archangel Michael appeared and showed me that was no longer an option. In 2020 and 2021, 2 years, within 2 years after my divorce, I hit an all time low. I wanted to leave this place more than in 2014 when I actually tried to, but Archangel Michael showed me that was no longer an option. So I had to take out all this frustration of not wanting to be here out on something, and that just happened to be on Archangel Metatron because of the things that I've seen, right? Basically, after my visitation from the soul of Jesus on October 20th, 2020, I started to have past life memories come back to me. His energy is so loving, it's just like takes a strip of many layers of negativity off you, let's just say. And it makes you have more clarity than you've ever had. And I started to remember past lives and in between incarnations. And one thing I discovered was that Archangel Metatron was actually responsible for a lot of what I like to call out of towners, souls that aren't from around, that aren't used to such a low vibrational reality, that decided to help for one reason or another. Archangel Metatron was responsible for deceiving many light workers and whatever star seeds you want to call it into coming here. And these individuals that were once, very loving, high vibrational beings fell into the darkness and have completely flipped sides because of him. And once I found out that, when certain guides put you through, when you're mapping out your life, people think it's all you, like this and that, but no, it's not. I remember my guides presenting this plan to me, and I was like, no, this is not a good idea. And they're like, don't worry, you got this, right? And if I would have exited in 2014, my soul would have went to a very bad place. So I seen how willing they were to gamble with, my soul going to a very bad place. And once you heal from a very difficult path, the easiest way to describe it would be those guides are rewarded. And once I found out that I went through all this major healing and my guide that deceived me was rewarded, well, I wasn't having it, so I started astral projecting and basically removing his head in the astral realm and holding it up to the cosmos and, having certain conversations. But it got to the point where, I had a lot of hatred towards this individual. And one time, a lot of shit has happened in this garage. One time I'm sitting here in this garage, and it was very strange because the garage door was shut, light was on, and all of a sudden, like, I'm just sitting here with my eyes open. It was as if the light got darker in the room collectively, but nothing changed with the light bulbs. Hard to explain. And the next thing I know, there was like this black and white flashing everywhere, and this portal opened up, and it was black and white and staticky. And these two hands started coming out of the portal trying to grab me. I was standing up at this point right here, and this thing was like 2 feet in front of me, and these hands were coming out. And I heard this voice, this guide that I was very displeased with. It was my highest guide at the time. He said, "You have no idea how many problems you've caused me." And that's when I just blinked, and everything was like even more in the astral. I actually saw myself as this angelic warrior being, and I saw this white, I was glowing white, reach behind my back. I was seeing this from the back. Reach behind my back, grab this sword, and place it through the portal in between the eyes of this guide who just happened to be a fractal of Archangel Metatron. And, what I've been told from some intuitive friends is that this was Archangel Metatron's attempt to get my physical vessel out of here. And this is why Archangel Metatron is mine and Shiva's least favorite angel. One of them anyways, there's two, but that's all I'm going to get into in this video. Just wanted to share that with you, the time Archangel Metatron tried to take me out. It's kind of strange, so I don't talk about it too much, but there you go. Would love to see you over at YouTube at Saved by an Angel. Over 62,000 followers on TikTok. Greatly appreciate the support. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what's on your mind. We'll see you in the next one.